Welcome back to ZNC, the only news service that brings you 36 hours of news a day over 42 channels, galaxy-wide. Our headline story is the same story we've run for the last 4 hours. The nation is waiting for the President's approval for a bill that would extend the day to 48 hours, so we, at ZNC, can bring you more news daily. We posted a poll on our website asking your opinion on this, and we had over 75% of you said, "I really don't care anymore." 15% said, "Is this serious?" 6%, "How is this even possible?" And 4% said, "Seriously, I really couldn't care less." Thanks, guys. Our next story is, here we go. Teens and Lansing still await ACT scores, leaving many wondering, when will they get the results? We had experts to discuss this, but they left a few hours ago, so let's cut to commercial, guys.
Join Lance Aldrich's Jiu-Jitsu and Martial Arts Academy to learn how to beat people up! Hwah!
Welcome back! Breaking news, President Obama has been kidnapped. Not really, we just did that to get everyone's attention for this next headline. President Obama just picked up the pen to sign the bill to extend the day, but he put it back down to reread the wording on the second paragraph of the last page. Tune in to ZNC 71 for a complete reading of the bill, and tune in to ZNC S2 for a Spanish reading. And back to our lead story. Alright, so that first skit, it was about the oversaturation of media, how a lot of news networks run, 24 hours news, and they have multiple channels, and we're really getting a news overload from these. And that leads to a lot of repetition in the headlines, as exemplified by saying, it's the same in the last 4 hours. Because when a major disaster hits, or even when it's not that big of a deal, the news just stretches out the story, tries to get as much media coverage on it, such as celebrity deaths. And they just keep on sucking the story dry until you've heard every detail about it, and it really just gets really redundant to hear about it. In war news today, 3 American soldiers were killed in roadside IED. Repeat, 3 young American men were left dead and their families missing them. To discuss this tragedy and talk about the direction of the war, we have General Benjamin Cody. General, how do you think this will impact the support for the war? Well, this war is still a great success on all fronts and casualties at an all-time minimum, and we expect to be pulling out troops by December. How can you say that? With 3 soldiers dead today, what do you have to say to their families? Casualty is tragic. But most Americans look at their brave service and sacrifice as what makes this nation so great. We owe everything. So great? With a still declining economy, rising unemployment rate, higher crime rate, more divorce, and horrible, ineffective political system, many are left wondering if this country is even worth saving anymore. This nation is still the best in the world, and we fight to preserve democracy and freedom, and that is why. Avoiding the bigger picture, General. People are dying to save a country no one believes in anymore, and many say we should just leave and go start from scratch somewhere else. The soldiers are still fighting for a noble cause, and they deserve all our hope and respect. Moving on to your next point. Report from the front lines. Local dog Rufus was just killed in an explosion caused by an American ground forces. Owners claim the dog was well behaved and did not have anything to do with the guerrilla uprising. How do you feel about soldiers killing an innocent dog? Man's best friend, General? Excuse me? Well, there you have it, America. Our nation's military leaders left baffled and answerless. The end is in sight. Tune in tomorrow for why old corporations want you dead. Alright, this skit was about the negativity that our media portrays. This is personally my favorite skit also. It's talking about how, and especially in wartime, they really, the first thing you hear about every day in war is how many soldiers died or how many got injured, and it really casts a negative light. In Andrew's slideshow, he talks about how the media brings out the negative aspects about it, and it kind of flips the public opinion of it. And this one, he's talking about, the soldiers' deaths, and he's, just cutting off that general and talking about how no one believes in the country anymore, and they really want to make the news sound as negative as possible because negative news sells, and which is getting to my bigger picture, which is that the news isn't more about informing people now, it's more about who can get the most people to watch, who can get the most money, who can grow the biggest. It's more become a competition between the news rather than actually informing the people. We have an exciting day of news today. North Korean leader Kim Jong-il proves he has nuclear power by blowing up the moon. China declares war on the United States. And Osama bin Laden turns himself into the army after the UN apologizes for sanctioning razors. But first, hot or not, celebrities' dresses for the Random Award Show. We have our analysts to discuss this. So what do you guys think about Kim Kardashian's dress?
So I think it really accentuates her waist more. I'm really digging this feel, but I think that pink and that red style is so 2006. I mean, get with the program, girlfriend.
Right you are, Sanchez. And how about Heidi Montag's train wreck of a dress? Come on.
Don't even get me started on this one.
Fair enough. This just in. The United States Capitol has been taken over by terrorists. But more importantly, Justin Bieber's new haircut. I love it. Perfect. It shows off his beautiful cheeks. Could not have done better for this one, JB.
Yes, I agree.
This one, it was a good one, I think. Josh really brought out the entertainment for this one. But this one is about the frivolousness, which is kind of ties into my oversaturation. Whereas this one, there was huge headlines that affected the nation all around. But instead, they focused on what the people were more interested in, such as dresses and Justin Bieber's hair, and they really ignored the bigger stories in order to find what would be more entertaining to the people, because no one cares about war. War is boring. But Justin Bieber's haircut, that's exciting. And again, tying back in the picture, that's more about entertaining the people and getting people to watch instead of what's actually happening in the world. Welcome back to the Phil Davis Show. Obama's State of the Union address. Many feel that he addressed many key issues, but I personally feel that he just exposed himself as a true commie. First of all, he never mentioned anything about hating Russia in his speech. I mean, come on. It starts, not hating Russia, saying you don't mind Russia, loving Russia. Look at this timeline. Obama loves Russia. Welcome back, America. I have some troubling news for you. Obama is showing no signs of being impeached. His re-election chances are looking good, and this country is going to be doomed. Another 4 years of Obama, I just can't do it anymore. I fear for this country. I'm Heath Herring, and today I'm going to look at Republican leaders and why they are the biggest idiots in the world. They are just getting in the way of the democratic process. The Democrats are perfect. Did any of you see the Phil Davis show last night? What a crybaby. Truly pathetic. If that's the Republicans' best chance, they have no hope at stopping me, Heath Herring. This is a true voice of freedom.
Well, I had to do that one in two parts because we have a really diverse class and I didn't want to offend anyone. And the first guy was making fun of Glenn Beck and how he draws conclusions crazy and categorizes people such as communists. And the second one was Keith Olbermann and his Shakespearean style of speaking and how he demonizes Republicans. And that one I really wanted to show the separation that our political system is causing, such as them just making fun of each other for ratings. They don't want to watch news to see people getting along. They want to see people yelling at each other. They want to see people getting mad. They want to see conflict. And it also draws people away from the issues. People don't look at the issues. People look at, oh, this guy's more mad. This guy's arguing better. That they just care about more about who's just arguing more and who's more on the offensive in our political system. That it draws them to one side, and then once they find their side, oh, I like the Democrats more because Keith Olbermann talks like a boss. They just stay there. They don't look at the issues, and it causes ignorance in our masses. And if I miss anything, you can ask me to elaborate in class-wise, but that's what I got.
Affleck.
It's higher crime rate.
Don't even get me started on that, girl. Wait.
Welcome back to... What was that, go? Welcome back to ZNC. The only news... I can't do this. Thank you and goodbye. Stay classy.